If you recall, there was even a situation we had in Benue that was embarrassing, that people that went to the social media to even raise an alarm that their communities were under attack in Benue were arrested by agents of the state government. If you could recall, these senators that their houses have been raised down in Benue raised motions of urgent national importance in the chambers of the National Assembly, and the governor came after them that they are raising fake alarms that Benue is safe, and they are raising false alarm to distract his government. The Senate president have to even come out to cry aloud that why are senators always raising motions of insecurity in Benue and the governor is not coming out to say there is insecurity in Benue for them to know what to do. This is the challenge we are facing here, where people are being killed and there is denial by the state government, coming out to say that these are little skirmishes when people are dying in their hundreds every week in Benue. 2 weeks ago, because of this denial, led to a protest in Wewe's local government, that the entire local government secretariat was burned down, the palace of the traditional ruler was burned down, and some other prominent citizens in that place. Because nobody was attending to these security situations, rather they hear on the news that after killing them, there is denial that no one has killed them. These are skirmishes. And it's becoming embarrassing. The other day in Jatoka, the market could not hold because the women have to come out and protest that they are killing them and the government is denying. So the other day was in Otukbo, and left, right, and center there is denial, and instead of facing the challenge headlong, there is apportioning blames left, right, and center. This cannot bring peace to our land, and we need peace in Benue for our people to go back and farm.
Terence Kwanu. Now, you spent the better part of this conversation with us, condemning the state government and condemning the governor. I put it to you that Governor Hyacinthe Alia does not control the Department of State Services, Security Services. He does not control the police. In many of these incidents that we have seen, either in Plateau, Southern Kaduna, or in Plateau State, the problem has been the security structure in Nigeria. What else could Governor Alia have done? Because you keep blaming him, you keep saying he's calling his skirmishes and all that. He has no powers over the Inspector General of Police, for your information. And he has no powers over the Department of State Security. So I think the blame lies elsewhere. If you don't think so, tell us how you think that the governor should be blamed. Just wait. There's a second leg to the problem. 2, Governor Alia did not create the insecurity challenge in Benue State. It's perennial. Why do you think this problem is perennial? After many committees set up, commissions of inquiry and all of that, what do you think is the way forward? Can we focus on that? Rather than you saying, hey, we have done this for the governor is the problem. I don't think so. I disagree with you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Bathi. Then you don't know the workings of how the security works when they go to the state, because I've been part of it for so many years. Security that is in Benue today is more willing to assist us end the crisis than 8 years ago when we were with Autumn. Yet, when the white stroke came to Autumn, Autumn developed logistics for this white stroke that they had no other option than to get to the flashpoints. And what was he doing? He provided logistics where the access was difficult. The state government bought motorcycles. The state government bought canoes. The state government bought additional vehicles for them, gave them enough logistics at the end of every month. So all our flashpoints, we could be able to mobilize the white stroke to be there. We could be able to mobilize the civil defense to be there. We could be able to mobilize the police to be there. And so our flashpoints were properly manned by these people. They had no excuse at all. Now that there is heavy cooperation from the federal government to deploy at any second at all. And that is why when I started there, I told you that when Plateau cried out, the National Security Advisor was promptly on ground in Plateau State to be able to nip this in the bud. As we speak, Bassa and Bokos has been sealed up, and they are looking at ways to be able to push the marauders out of Plateau State because of the efforts of the NSA. Now in Benue State, logistics are denied the white stroke. The white stroke are just sent to Benue. They are just there. Nobody is mobilizing them. Nobody is motivating them to go there and work. Because when they are sent from the center to go there and work with the chief secretary of the state and the stakeholders, is for the stakeholders to work with them, and the additional logistics and motivation helps them to work better in those communities, which is being denied at the moment. Secondly, nobody is saying Governor Alia created the security challenge in Benue. We are telling you that Otom also didn't create the security challenge in Benue, but because he wanted the security challenge to end, he stood up and was on top of the situation, moving left, right, and center, putting stakeholders together, thinking along with them so that we'll be like minds in the same crisis. And we're able to bring out the open grazing prohibition law, we're able to enforce the law and bring peace to Benue. Nobody is blaming anybody for creating a crisis. The solution is coming together, enforcing the open grazing prohibition law so that these people will leave Benue. If you want to come to Benue and graze your cattle, you have to ranch them. That is the way to go in Benue, and we agreed on this in 2017, and it was said and done as a people. We are saying that the present government is not enforcing this law. We are saying that instead of enforcing this law and bringing peace to Benue, they are denying this. We are saying that the federal government is now ready to cooperate with Benue, not like it was a back and forth situation with Autumn. Why is it that you're not cooperating with them to end this crisis? These are the things we are complaining about, and we feel that when these things are achieved, peace will come to Benue.
Well, Terence Kwanim, I'm not done yet. You are special advisor to the secretary to the government of the Federation. And then you are condemning, the governor of Benue. Will it be correct to say that there is no love lost between SFG George Akume and also Governor Alia? After all, in Benue State, there's a lot of ethnic politics. The TVs and the Domas and the other groups, they are perpetually, criticizing each other, because you can't be criticizing the governor of your state and you are working for the secretary to the government of the Federation if, the SGF doesn't have an interest in this matter. For purposes of clarification.
Thank you very much. I came here as a citizen of Benue and as a security expert and public affairs analyst, like you know me, and we've worked close to 10 years. I didn't come here as the advisor to the SGF. I think I even told the producer before I came here, and the introduction there was actually a mix-up. I'm a concerned citizen of this state. I have been in the trenches fighting this cause with you here for a very long time. And so I was invited here as a citizen of Benue that have shown concern on this matter over time, that have been here in the trenches fighting for this cause over time. I didn't come here as an official of government. I came here as a concerned citizen of Benue because my people are dying. My people have gone back to where we thought